Darkcast. Welcome to the dark side of podcasting.
Welcome to Creepy Tapas,
where we do the opposite of deep dives and bring you tiny tastes of terror connected by a common ingredient.
True stories to haunt and chill you and the pop culture they inspired.
Or at least the movies and books that remind us of them.
Join us as we descend into darkness,
beginning with the lighter side of our weekly topic,
and wrapping with a full dark, no stars account of terror, madness, murder, and more. It's Creepy Tapas, y'all.
Rocking around the Christmas tree, hope you don't electrocute your cat. Ow. Everyone sets their house ablaze with some cheap Christmas lighting. As your eyes melt out of your skull, smile big and let's be jolly. Greetings, ghoul fiends. Ho, 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 ho. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas, everybody. It's Ash.
And Jordan.
And we wish you a Merry Krampus. We wish you a Merry Krampus. We wish you a Merry Krampus. Hope he doesn't steal your kids. I mean, God forbid, right? I hope they weren't demons this year. I hope Santa brings them treats, and I hope Krampus doesn't flay them. Doesn't he beat them and put them in? We'll find out next week when we actually cover those. Yeah.
Carries them off to his lair. Off to the lair with you, you little demon.
This is what you get for annoying mommy when she was trying to paint her nails. And all of the other transgressions of toddlers. I always wondered about Santa's criteria for naughty kids. Like, when they're certain ages, like, what is he? At what point do the children stop being just children and become like, no, you're naughty. Like, I'm getting you coal. Like, when do the kids become responsible? You know what? I'm going to ask him that the next time I see him.
You should.
I'm going to be like, Santa,
Sorry.
Real talk right now.
I wasn't paying attention. Did you ask me? Because I'm over here wiping dust off the table.
Jordan has this nasty habit of not listening to a fucking thing I say. So I'm just kidding.
I mean, I heard you talking. I just wasn't necessarily, I don't know.
No, you know.
I was wiping ashes off the table.
So why are we here today, pal?
I don't know. For fun. Talk about Christmas movies.
We're going to talk about Christmas movies because today is a
Teensy
Tapas. Just a teensy taste. That's it. That's all you need sometimes. You know? You ain't got to be fancy about it or nothing.
No. Just a
all
little
good.
appetizer.
Yeah, just a little bit. So Jordan, I discovered today, like I had with Hocus Pocus when we talked about Halloween, has a bee in her bonnet.
I really do.
About what movie? What Christmas classic?
Goddamn Christmas Story. Is that what it's called? I hate
Christmas
that
Story.
fucking movie.
Why?
It's not called Goddamn Christmas Story.
It's not called Goddamn Christmas.
Well, it fucking should be. It's awful. I fucking hate it. I was forced to watch it a lot because they play it for like 48 hours straight on cable. So it always got played. They're real awkward. I don't know. That little kid got on my fucking nerves. That part with the tongue getting stuck to the pole grossed me out. When Santa kicked him down that slide, I got real like, I don't know. The whole thing. And then I don't know. It's awful.
When he goes, ho, ho, ho.
Yeah, and like kicks him. But I mean, I always wanted to go to a Santa that had one of those big elaborate things. Like,
I know,
had a fucking
right?
like whole setup with a slide down an ice mountain afterwards. Is that what it was?
Dope.
It was like
yeah.
Okay, that was cool.
but all the kids were like, ah, like every time because they were like kicking him down the slide.
Well, I don't know. I fucking hate that movie so much. Those leg lamps they're fucking stupid. I don't know.
The fragile,
fucking
the Italian
shooting your
fries.
eye out. I'm
Yeah.
glad he fucking did it.
Well,
Those
luckily
fucking
it was
bunny
just,
pajamas I never even realized came from that movie until we were watching those videos on the McCamey Manor, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, and someone was wearing them.
A little bunny outfit, yeah.
Yeah. Jesus. Well, yeah, for me it's A Wonderful Life. I just feel like it's weak.
I don't think I watched that movie.
I have a fan theory about it though, even though I'm not a fan. I've hate watched it a bunch.
Watched it kind of like the Christmas Story.
Yeah.
A Christmas Story.
So I think
Christmas
that
Story.
I think he actually did jump off the bridge.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. And
Okay.
I think that the whole film is somebody like the angel is trying to have him go through to the other side. Like he's trying to get him because he's just committed suicide. Like he's like, hey, like let's kind of try to
kind of like a purgatory thing.
Yeah, like let's see like what you've done because you have to feel bad about what you've done now that you're gone. Like this is what the world looks like because you're gone now. And then like he goes to heaven at the end. Like he wins because he feels guilty. But I think it's a much better movie for me if he jumped off the bridge.
Oh, okay. Well, I have no idea because I've never seen it. I'm just over here.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Well, spoiler.
I've never seen it. I mean, I don't care. I'm not going to watch it.
Yeah, it's not that great. But
you didn't make it sound that good.
We are going to talk about some movies today that are that great that I think that you guys should absolutely tootly fruitly watch this holiday season.
Make sure you toot and fruit while you're watching it.
Fucking do it. I'm telling you what. So I wanted to kick the list off with one that I don't know if you've seen, Jack Frost.
I have seen that.
Yes.
It was a really long time ago.
It's really fun. It's a 1997 direct to video black comedy. So it never had a theatrical release.
Nope.
I'm not surprised.
No, there were a lot of movies that went straight to VHS in the 90s.
Oh my God, so many. It's now Jack Frost 1 and 2. If you're listening to this and you haven't seen it, it is definitely not what I would call high art.
No, but it's fun.
It's really fun. It's really fun. I had a great time watching it. I kind of revisited them this last weekend, and it's just a really good time. Basically, there's like this convict, and he's a serial killer, and they're bringing him to death row. He's about to go be executed. They have a car crash. They crash with a chemical truck.
So he turns into a superhero.
It's like a
super
snowman.
villain.
It like melts him with the snow and like reacts together to make him into like a snowman. He's like a serial killer snowman.
Yeah, kind of fun.
It's amazing. It's amazing. And he has so many lines that remind me of like Freddy Krueger or like something that Chucky would say. Like he's a humorous slasher. It's very over the top. Everything about it is just incredibly over the top, and it's delightful.
Delightful.
It really is. It really is. The next one on my list, I'm sure you've seen it, is Krampus.
I have seen it, yep.
Now, there's a couple Krampus movies. So just to be clear, the one that Jordan and I are referring to is the 2015 that stars Adam Scott and Toni Collette.
Yes.
Yes. I love Toni Collette.
I like Adam Scott.
Yeah. Oh, me too. Yeah. Every time I see him, I can't stop thinking about Parks and Rec. I just always see Ben. Always.
Well, he played that. I don't remember what his name was, but he was a demon in A Good Place.
Yeah.
He come to take her. I liked his character in that. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah, no, he's awesome. I really dig him a lot. We'll talk about it on a different episode, but do you remember the one
rambling on?
That's what we do. Do you remember Little Devil, the one where his stepson is the second coming of Satan?
I don't think I watched
he's
that.
Like, he's the Antichrist. His stepson is the Antichrist, and he has to like save him from Satan because he's like, I'm coming to get full custody.
I have no idea. No.
It's really...
No.
It's amazing. It's amazing. You have to check it out. But anyway, that's on Adam Scott. And Toni Collette, my God, we could do an entire fucking episode about just how incredible. Toni Collette's been in a lot of my favorites lately, like Hereditary, I really loved. I even loved her in like Knives Out. She was a lot of fun. I love how different it is. You know, how he comes to a house in suburbia. But I also really love he has like helpers that are demented like gingerbread men and shit like that. And they're just really cool. Like the villain design in this movie, like the monsters are all Christmas themed and they're all amazing. They're so much fun. Basically, it's 3 days before Christmas and there's a family that's getting together and they have this grandmother who's from Germany. Like she's from the old country. Yes. And she kind of introduces the kids to Krampusnacht. She's got like a bell. It's not really a big spoiler. This happens in like the first 5 minutes of the movie. Don't worry, y'all. I won't spoil it. But she tells them about Krampus. She kind of puts them onto that shit. And the kids are like, whatever. You're old and German. Who cares? And
you're dumb.
Yeah. And the kids are all assholes, you know, as is typical of most Christmas movies. You know, you got a bunch of shithead kids and then the Charlie bucket of the bunch who's, you know, just lucky to be there and a happy-go-lucky, nice boy. It's usually a white boy. It is. Like, it's usually a white boy.
Yeah, well, they do that on purpose.
Yeah. So anyway, he writes he writes to Santa, and one of his cousins is an asshole about it, and the whole thing takes off from there. I don't want to spoil it because I think it's a really fun ride. But yeah, the monster design is dope. There's actually a couple scenes that effectively build terror, and it's a comedy, but it's a creepy comedy. So gotta love it, right?
Yeah, I mean, I remember really liking it.
Mhm.
Past that, details I don't really remember.
We've talked about this one before, but I want to revisit it because it was so incredible. Better Watch Out.
Yes.
And if you don't want to hear spoilers, just fast forward maybe like 2 minutes because I'm about to drop a big one in 3, 2, 1. That kid Luke is the most evil child.
God, he was a fucking psycho. Holy shit. And
What
I
a
didn't see
great
it
job.
coming at
No,
all.
No. I mean,
Like, I really thought somebody had broken their house and they were going to have to, like, survive until his parents got home, but no.
Wild. And especially the whole thing with, like, the red herring that they threw in where, like, his friend is trying to run away and he gets shot and you think he's dead. It was unreal to me. Like, I almost didn't believe it when she was like, "Isn't that your mask?" I for a second, I was like, surely not. Like that, like my mind sort of did like a flippy kind of thing.
Yeah, she figured it out before you did.
I was like, oh my God, like that never happens in a movie. Usually I'm ahead of everybody, But no, I really liked that. And I loved the ending. There's a lot of people who, there's a subreddit for this movie that a lot of people criticize the ending.
God, I loved it.
I thought it was
really
amazing.
thought that kid was going to get away with it all.
So did I.
I thought they were all gone.
Shit, I was just like, this is it. Like, he just killed straight up fucking everybody. And
and she sat up and fucking flipped him off.
Oh man, that was
like it
dope.
was satisfying.
It was very satisfying. There's a post-credit scene where he tells his mom that he wants to go visit her in the hospital.
Yeah. Yeah. I kept watching and I
didn't see that. I had to read about that later. I haven't revisited. I hadn't actually seen that scene yet. I ain't seen the scene.
You ain't seen it.
No, I ain't seen it. I get impatient. TJ always has us wait in the theater, and sometimes it's worth it. Sometimes there's I think Terrifier 2 has been my favorite post-credit scene for a long time. If anybody hasn't seen that, go watch it right now. But Better Watch Out is a 2016 thriller. We totally just spoiled it. So whatever. I mean, I think it has rewatchability. I would watch it again.
I would fucking watch it again.
Yeah.
I mean, even if we did spoil it, that kid's fucking psycho.
Dude,
he's smart.
Mm-hmm.
He is smart.
Yeah. There's some great character
development. I never would have thought of that as a child.
And the character development, I'm sure someone will disagree with me, but the character development in the movie to me is written so casually and so well that you care about even the minor characters.
Yeah.
Like, I really found myself giving a shit about the fate of everybody in this movie.
Yeah. Well, because he kept drawing more people into it.
Oh my God, it was terrible.
Because he was just jealous or something.
He wanted to know like how cool it would be to kill someone. I don't know. That was fucked up. That kid is so fucked up.
It was fucked up.
It's really good. Silent Night is a 2021 movie, and it's classified as a horror comedy. But to be completely honest, I have a pretty dark sense of humor. I missed the comedy part of this.
It was just dry.
It was just good. It's about a Christmas party at the end of the world.
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
I watched the preview. I haven't actually watched the movie yet. I have intentions of watching
Oh
it.
my gosh, you've got to watch it. And I don't want to ruin it for you. It's amazing.
I mean, I'm still going to watch it. You know me. I don't care about spoilers.
Of course, yeah. Roman Griffin Davis is in it. He plays one of the main characters in it. Everybody is a main character. It's another one of those movies. It's a big ensemble film, right? But the premise is this family gets together with their friends and their friends' families. It's like a group of best friends, and they're all going to stay the night because it's the end of the world. Like, the apocalypse is coming. And I don't want to spoil it for Jordan, so I'm certainly not going to spoil it for y'all. Roman Griffin Davis is in it. I recognized him from Jojo Rabbit. He's a really talented young guy, and I guess his mom actually directed it. Also, Lily Rose Depp is in it. Johnny Depp's daughter has a major part, and she's, God, so beautiful. I don't know why. That shouldn't surprise anyone.
No. I mean, of course she is.
Yeah. She's a knockout. The original Black Christmas, 1974. Have you seen this one?
No. I watched the newer one when they redid it in the early 2000s.
I haven't watched the remake yet.
I just remember I think it had Michelle Trachtenberg in it, maybe.
probably.
I really think it did. It was pretty good. I mean, it was like a basic slasher, but it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Set in a sorority house.
You know, maybe maybe something's wrong with me. Maybe I was distracted. Maybe I need to revisit it. I didn't like it.
Oh, no?
It was boring to me.
I mean,
Like, I got bored. But I watched the 1974 version, so it's possible that
it was just boring.
it might have just been a little boring. Sometimes they did that, you know? It like dragged on for me. And like when the gore happened, it wasn't bad. Like it wasn't badly done. But I just felt like it was uninteresting the way it was written. You know? It didn't really like didn't
the
hold
newer
my
one
interest.
seems better then.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember hating it.
Well, cool. I'll have to check it out.
I mean, like,
then.
again, just kind of a basic slasher in
Yeah.
a sorority house. But it had an okay story.
Right on. I will watch that one. The Children, 2008. Okay, so this one kind of follows. I hadn't seen it yet. I think actually I watched this the night that we recorded the Naughty List.
Mm.
So, and I was like, shit, that would have been so great to talk about. It's a 2008 British horror thriller, and it's centered around sort of like a Christmas time. They're traveling to visit family, and something's wrong with the kids. Like they're coughing, they're sneezing, and then all of a sudden, shit gets really evil and bloody because the kids, one by one, start turning into murderers.
Just something flips and they...
I think it's a virus.
Okay.
I think
it
the
makes
whole
them kill people
thing-
kind of like zombies.
Maybe a little. You know, they never explain it.
What the fuck?
It's one of they never explain it. I don't think that you might like it. I mean, I thought it was neat.
I would need to know why what happened. Like, were these kids just psychos and something
I think it's an
triggered them and it
allegory
just,
for
like,
vaccines because one of the parents is like a phenomena mom and she's going on about how she would never vaccinate her children and this and that. And she like homeschools and, you know, she homeschools. She's an anti-vaxxer. She's really like controlled about what her children eat. Like they don't have refined sugar and, you know, da 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 da. And then they start like getting sick and like turning into little murder machines. So I think it might be like an allegory for vaccines because her unvaccinated children
caught some weird virus
Yeah.
that turned them into murderers.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But and it's interesting. Like, I don't think that spoils it very much. Like it's an interesting enough movie. There's a teenager in it who's kind of like your you know, who you're seeing the whole thing through like her eyes. And she does a pretty good job. I always really admire when I see kids in horror movies or thrillers that are put in like really complicated adult situations, like how well they can handle themselves, where it doesn't seem like, and you know, and you talk to them later and you're like, I had no idea what movie I was in. And you're just like, that's amazing. You know what I mean? Like you fucking nailed that. And you didn't even know what the scene was.
Right.
Because a lot of times they'll just film like the kid's reaction or like a conversation or something. They take a little person and they dress them up in the kid's costume with like a wig. And a lot of times, like if there's any violence or anything like that in a movie, like it's never the child actor.
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
Anyway, I don't know. You didn't need to know all that, but there you go.
Yep.
A Christmas Horror Story. So this is a 2015 Canadian anthology horror film. It's directed by Grant Harvey, Steve Hoban, and Brent Sullivan. And it's basically a series of stories that are all put together with a framework that features a radio DJ who's actually William Shatner is a radio DJ and he's like working and he's just kind of like talking us through. And then while he's DJing and getting shit faced, there's these little stories that are happening throughout the town with like Santa Claus. The first one is really fun. There's these students that decide to break into their school, and it used to be a convent because there were like these murders that happened. So they go into the basement to do and all of this is on Christmas night. They want to do a paranormal or Christmas Eve. They decide they want to do a paranormal investigation. So they go in there and then all of a sudden, like on their way out, when they're done, like some weird shit kind of happens and they're like, okay, like we're done. Let's go home. All of a sudden the door is like locked. They can't get out now. And they're just like stuck in the basement.
Stuck forever.
Yeah. Dun, dun, dun. In the second one, so there's this family and they they go to cut down a real tree. And while they're walking through the woods, their kid goes missing, right? They just can't find him. He like wandered the fuck off somewhere. And when they finally find him, he's like tucked up in a tree and he starts acting really weird. And somebody suggests, hey, I think your kid's a changeling. Dun, 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 dun. Christmas changeling, don't chop down a tree. The fairies will kidnap your child's soul and swap places, putting him in the fairy realm. You'll never see him again.
Oh,
Changeling.
shit.
It's not real.
Oh, no.
It's not real. It's just lore, Jordan. I can see
Fairies
that you're
are
worried.
real. I am worried.
No.
I have a fake tree, though,
There's
so
no
it's fine.
changelings. You're fine.
It's
You're
fine.
In the third story, there's these like rich asshole kids. Again, you know, that whole spiel.
Spoiled.
Huh?
Spoiled.
I love how you say that word.
What, spoiled?
Spoiled. I say spoiled.
Oh, that sounds like...
I really put like a oiled in it.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Well, I don't say oil. I say oil.
Spoiled. Some spoiled
Feels
children.
weird saying oil.
Spoiled. They're spoiled.
Does it sound weird when I say that?
What?
Oil.
Yeah, I don't like it. It feels
Old.
really unnatural seeing
It
your
is
mouth.
unnatural.
If you could see her, like her lips are moving so much, and I'm not used to that.
No.
But that's the key to a Southern accent is making sure that you could hold a cigarette successfully the whole time you're
You
talking.
don't move your lips a
don't
whole
move your
lot.
lips. It's really weird when she over enunciates things. I don't like it. Oh yeah, so the asshole kids and they go to visit this like rich lady because they want to fucking get on her nice list so that she dies and leaves them money, basically.
Were they related to this lady?
Yeah, they are. They are.
Oh.
And the kids are being shitheads and she introduces them to Krampus. And it's Christmas Eve and they fucked with a statue of him, which I think like awoken him. Yes. It woke his spirit from the depths of
And
hell.
he came and got him.
Yeah.
Fuck those kids.
Beat him, put him in a sack, throw him over a cliff.
That's right.
Krampus
Let them
stuff.
dangle for a little bit.
Yeah.
Think about what they've done.
And then the final story, Santa, this one I actually really like a lot. Santa is getting ready for Christmas. The elves are turning into zombies.
Oh, that sounds fun.
It's
I don't know that I've
amazing.
seen this movie.
It's amazing. And all four of those stories are happening at the same time. So you go back and forth like between them. And William Shatner is this DJ that's just he's just talking the whole time. And, anytime Shatner's in anything, it's going to be a good time, right?
I mean, it seems like a movie that I would have watched, and I probably have, and I probably fell asleep, and so I don't really remember the whole thing.
Yeah. It's
I bet
really
that's
fun,
what it
though.
is.
It's really fun.
So I totally would have watched, a Christmas horror story.
Violent Night was a really good time. I think it's in theaters right now. I'm pretty sure it is. It was made this year. It's directed by Tommy Wirkola. David Harbour plays Santa Claus, a whiskey drinking, swear words spewing Saint Nick, and he is sick to death of the holiday season and all of the greedy little shits.
They spoiled.
And I don't want to give too much away because it's really fun. Like I said, it's still in theaters. I'm a big proponent of people seeing things while they are in theaters. So go and watch it there and check it out. I would go watch it again. I really enjoyed it.
The way I feel about theaters is it's a very expensive way for me to take a nap in public.
Yeah, Jordan has movie narcolepsy, as we've said. So I swear I'm going to make a sweater that has a skeleton sleeping in a movie theater. And it's going to say movie narcolepsy. She does. She just falls asleep as soon as the lights go off.
Yeah, it's too dark in there.
No. Oh, who's that? Is that my friend Axel?
I do believe it is. I'm going to give him my chair.
Oh my goodness. Come on in, buddy. Well, this is a treat.
Hello.
Hey, what's good, my friend?
Nothing.
So, are you excited about Christmas?
Yes, genuinely.
Yeah. Awesome. What'd you ask Santa Claus for?
Just random stuff.
Just random stuff.
Mostly like stuff I can drive, be drifting around the yard and stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty cool. Your mama and I are talking about Christmas movies today.
Ooh, that sounds cool.
It is so cool. You like watching movies for Christmas?
Heck yes.
What are your favorites?
Probably Nightmare Before Christmas.
You know that's my favorite.
Yes.
Mommy and I were probably going to talk about that at some point during today's episode, but since you're here, maybe we can just talk about it. Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. So what's your favorite part about it?
When Sally poisons her like grandpa.
Her grandpa, Dr. Finkelstein?
Yes.
Yeah, that is fun. And she escapes, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of fun. Did you know that how they made that movie is by a process called stop motion animation, where they have a bunch of clay figures and they take a bunch of photos of them in different poses?
I didn't know that.
It's pretty cool, huh? That's awesome. Well, Mommy and I were little when it came out in 1993.
I looked that up.
You knew that too?
Mm-hmm.
Man, you're such a smart boy. Well, I'm going to ask you a question. Who directed it?
I think maybe John Carpenter or someone.
I adore that you know who John Carpenter is. That's wonderful. But no, this was not a John Carpenter movie. Everybody thinks it was Tim Burton because it says Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas.
Well, it's from I think Tim Burton knows who directed it. I'm pretty sure.
He surely does. Henry Selick directed it. The screenplay is by Carolyn Thompson. The story was by Tim Burton. The characters were based on Tim Burton's sketches, and he was very hands-on with the process.
Hold on, I have a good question.
What's your question?
Who's your favorite person in that movie?
Oh my goodness. Okay. Probably Jack, because I relate to him the most.
Well, that's a coincidence. Mine is not Jack.
Well, who's yours?
Twist face, eh?
The mayor?
Yeah.
Whose face flips around?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Jack. I'm only an elected official here. I can't make decisions by myself.
My favorite part about him is, he gets so happy. 2 seconds later, he says, "Where is Jack?" He gets so mad. He said, "Jack, I hope you're home. There's mail." And then no one answers. He's just out. And
Jack, I have the plans for next Halloween. I thought we could get over them so we could get started.
My favorite part is he gets super mad, but when he comes back from Christmas Town, he's just like, ah.
Yeah.
He gets super happy.
He does get super happy. Does Christmas make you happy?
Oh my God. It's one thing that really inspires my life.
Well, that's beautiful. I really love that. I had a lot of fun today. What did we do today? You want to tell everyone what we did today with Mama? Every year, just so our listeners know, Axel and I and Jordan do a Christmas challenge where we make fun things. Sometimes we paint ornaments. Sometimes, well, what was it today?
We did gingerbread houses, and we went to Target to buy them. We went to Target to buy them.
We did. This is not an ad. But it could be Target. It could be creepytapas@gmail.com.
No, creep get.
Well, thank you so much. Hey, one more question about Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yes.
What's your favorite song in the movie?
Halloween.
The first one? The first song? Yeah, I like that one too.
This is Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. It's just, it's basically what starts up the movie for me.
Well, thank you so much for coming in today, Axel.
You are welcome.
Is there anything else you want to tell our listeners?
I hope you have a great Christmas. Have a great life. Stay happy.
Well, yeah, I think that's real nice. Well, thank you so much, buddy.
You're welcome.
I love you. I'll see you later.
See ya. Maybe I'll be in the next podcast. Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows?
See ya.
Yeah, Nightmare Before Christmas. Your boy stole that one right off our list.
Well, that's okay.
I was actually going to talk about that next, but that's all right. I have one more that I love as a Christmas movie. Not everyone considers it one, but I have seen it on a lot of favorite horror movie Christmas lists. Gremlins.
Yeah, I saw that on a list too, and I kind of did. It happened at Christmas time. Is that like
yeah, it's
why?
a whole, do you hear what I hear?
That is right.
Yeah. He was a Christmas gift.
Oh, yeah.
He wanted to get him like a baller Christmas gift, and he gave him a Mogwai. So, and I love that. I haven't
seen that movie since I was a kid.
Oh
I
my
honestly
gosh.
forgot like the whole story about it.
Did you?
I mean, I remember like The Gremlins.
Well, it was made in 1984, so it was before we were born, actually, which I didn't know. I thought for some reason it was later. Maybe it's because I'm thinking of like Gremlin, like the preceding Gremlins, and it was still popular when we were.
Or just when you watched it. 'Cause
Yeah.
it was probably the early 90s when I watched it.
No, that's true. That's true. Well, it's classified as a black comedy horror film.
Yeah, I would have been too young to get any of the comedy.
I loved it, but it didn't like it. I guess it kind of scared me a little because when they turn into gremlins, like, you know, after you get them wet and all that stuff, that part was pretty creepy. You
Feed 'em
know,
after midnight.
yeah, I do love Gremlins. Oh my god, so fucking cute! Gizmo is the cutest thing in the entire world. I love him. Yeah. What do you have any favorites that we haven't mentioned?
Horror or just in general? Because I really like Rudolph, the fucking claymation movie. It's my favorite.
Yeah, that one is good.
I love that movie. Fucking love everything about it.
It's so sweet. It's so sweet. We watched that when we were putting up our Christmas decorations this year.
Okay.
And
I usually do. I don't know why I didn't put it on. I haven't watched it yet.
Oh man.
I know. Maybe tonight.
Yeah,
I'll fall
I was
asleep
gonna
to that.
say, as of this recording, you've only got like 5 days.
I know.
So
Well.
get on it. Well, thanks for listening, y'all. It's been a really fun episode.
It sure has. Thanks.
Always a good time. We weren't even going to do this. This is kind of like a bonus Teensy Tapas, but we made
spur of the moment.
Yeah, we did sugar cookies and gingerbreads, and we had our friend Christmas today, as is tradition. When we do our Christmas challenge, we'll post our photos to our Instagram because I'm really proud of our work.
I
feel
think our
like
cookies looked amazing.
they are dope. If you guys love us and want us to keep up, please give us a follow and make our Christmas dreams come true. Smash that 5-star rating. Give us 5 stars for Christmas. 5 stars. Do it. And tell all your friends
That's right.
about Creepy Tapas.
Tell them.
Love us.
Fucking tell them.
We're on the Darkcast Network, y'all.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, ghoul fiends. Take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.
Bye.
If you want to keep up on things, you can hit us up on all social media.
All of them.
At?
Creepy Tapas.
That's right. We're just Creepy Tapas.
All over the damn place.
Creepy Tapas is a free podcast, and we intend to keep it that way. But if you like what you hear and want to support us, please like, rate, and review. It helps us grow so we can keep serving our tiny tastes of terror to amazing listeners like you.
We would love to hear from you, so send us your personal stories to creepytapas@gmail.com. We are self-written and recorded with production by Freddy Cat Productions, music by Kevin MacLeod, and graphics by Panther Creek Graphics.
Darkcast Network. Indie pods with a dark side.